Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to the live stream here on the channel. Hopefully that's the only error we have today. My music file got corrupted, so I had to switch on over to a different file. Thankfully, I had a backup right in front of me. So let's see who we have here in today's stream. We've got Catman, we have Sam, Indiana, Ben, Brian, Carson, Legacy, as well as Donna and Proxy. Glad to have you guys all in here for another live stream on the channel, and as well as welcome everybody else who is tuning in and may not be chatting. Glad to have you here as well. We're going to switch right on over to our main scene here. I'm going to just double check. Of course, Connor Croft is above my face cam yet again, just like yesterday. So we've had this overperform in quite a few areas. It's overperformed in Memphis. It overperformed significantly in Arkansas last night into earlier this morning. It's overperformed in portions of northwestern Tennessee. And it's also beginning to overperform out here in Virginia and North Carolina. Now, this line of snow that you see here, this shouldn't be heavy snow. Most people who are in this area here, east of the Appalachians, this snow right here, most of it is actually not going to make it to the surface because there is going to be drier air towards the surface, so it's going to take more moisture for this precipitation to actually fall into snow towards the surface. So if you are in this area, don't expect to see snow until about 3:30 once that moisture begins to pull in more, even though radar is obviously detecting light to potentially moderate snowfall in this area. Much of it is not actually snowfall. So just an early heads up there. If you do live in that area, the snow is probably not actually making it down to the surface. If we look at radar, that might give us a better idea here of if it is making it to the surface or not. It really doesn't give you the best idea. We don't have a close enough radar site. If we had a radar site like in Charlotte and not a terminal radar, we would be able to tell a little bit better. But you really can't tell. But it's more in the mid levels of the atmosphere, not in the lower levels or towards the surface where we're seeing that snow accumulate and fall right now. Let me go ahead and zoom out a bit here. So they actually just canceled. Let me see if they canceled that. That could be a Radar Omega glitch, but I think they canceled the warnings. Yes, they did. They canceled the winter storm warnings in northwestern Arkansas now. They were actually in effect for another 6 hours, but they have canceled those early. Also, winter weather advisories that were in effect for the Tulsa area and also a little bit more to the south and east, those were canceled about 5 hours in advance as well. So definitely Definitely canceling some of those warnings a little bit early there as the band of snow is exiting those regions. This is our last band of snowfall right here. That's the end of your winter storm here, moving out to the east southeast. And as we talked about in yesterday's live stream with those higher snowfall totals potentially getting up to a foot. We actually did see a large area of a foot of snowfall generally in this region. We've received anywhere between 10 inches of snowfall all the way up to the highest report I saw, I think was 14, maybe 15 inches of snowfall in this area. So that's the highest report that I've seen anywhere in this region. We also got yesterday we got a 10.5 inch snow report somewhere right near my cursor, and that area was only expected to get 2 inches of snow. They got 10, so it overperformed for south central Kansas yesterday as well. It also overperformed for Atlanta today. Atlanta was expected to see about 1, maybe 1.5 inches of snowfall. Most of the metro actually saw 3 to 5 inches of snowfall today. Unfortunately, if you are a snow lover, this is quickly going to melt as a big batch of rain pulls into the Atlanta metro area and also south of Atlanta as well. The good news is our totals up here have really verified thus far. It hasn't been an overachiever in this section of our risk. That has really performed as expected at the moment, but we have seen it overperform in Memphis as well. We've had up to 9 inches of snow reported in Memphis, so it has definitely uptrended and overperformed in some areas in terms of snow. And let me switch over to this really quick. There we go. Well, Carson, the more snow that falls now, it's going to help snow fall later. So even if it's not making it to the surface, it's still going to help. It's going to help, moisten the atmosphere and get that snow to probably fall sooner. I don't know exactly where you are, but I know for a pretty good fact that we're going to be seeing overnight tonight. This whole area here is going to be seeing a really good band of probably 5 to 6 inches of snowfall. Isolated areas around 6 inches, or rather 7 inches of snowfall will be possible. So if you live anywhere around the Greensboro area, Winston, Statesville, Hickory, Marion, all the way up towards like Wytheville, Blacksburg, Roanoke, Virginia, and then all the way east towards like just barely southwest of Richmond near like Farmville, Blackstone, all the way south towards Henderson, and then southwest near Durham as well. So generally this whole area right in here, I'll try to give you a good circle. Like that whole region right there is where we should see a large band of, what they say, National Weather Service says 4 to 6 inches of snowfall. A big band of 4 to 6 inches of snowfall in this entire area with isolated amounts up to about 7 inches possible. And the more snow we see fall right now, the better, even if it doesn't accumulate. If it doesn't accumulate, if it's not even making it to the surface, if you're not even seeing the flurries, that's fine. It's the fact that it is there that matters. The fact that it's already in that region helping to get rid of dry air is a massive plus, even if it's not accumulating in your area. We really shouldn't see any type of accumulations until after 7 p.m. After 7 p.m. tonight is when we're going to start seeing 1 inch of snow accumulate across the western areas that I have circled here, and then it will slowly begin to accumulate overnight, and the heaviest of snow will fall right into the overnight hours as the low pressure passes well to the south. The heaviest of snow will most likely be probably... There's two opportunities. The first heaviest band should make its way across much of this area around 8, 9, and 10 o'clock tonight. Then we'll continue with moderate snowfall all the way up until about 06Z. So that's like 3 to 4, 3, 4, 5 a.m. Eastern time will be another heavy band. And then after 5 p.m. that moves out of here. And then our snowstorm's done. Now, the biggest thing that I'm worrying about is probably the temperatures for tomorrow. I'm not really concerned about how much snow I'll see or how much snow we'll see in this area. I'm very confident we're going to end up getting a lot of snow and it will actually be able to stick. But The 40-degree temperatures that we're looking at tomorrow will melt this snow fast. So if you're wanting to go out and have fun in the snow, and if you live in the Piedmont Triad or into the foothills of Virginia, please make sure you get up pretty early tomorrow. You want to be out there probably 8 a.m. Because we're going to have 40-degree temperatures at 11 a.m. I mean, 10, 11 a.m. We're going to have those 40-degree temps. So you want to make sure you're out just barely before that. Something that will help with is the impacts of this system. Beyond Saturday, we'll probably not see many lingering impacts. We'll still have some slick roads, most likely, as we go into Sunday morning. But unfortunately, I'm fairly confident most of our snow is going to end up melting tomorrow morning. We're going to get snow, and then it's going to all melt. Let's see here. We'll see how that goes, though. But our biggest impacts out of this will definitely be in your morning commute hours tomorrow morning in this area. One thing I do want to check really quick is the depth of snow here. I mean, even the HRRR is still... It's still so wrong. We've got reports of 4.3 inches of snow out here, as well as 2 and 3 inches of snow all in this area. And the HRRR says that we haven't seen anything over about 2 inches out in this region. And we have a report of 4.3 there. So it doesn't look like models are handling this well, to be honest with you. I don't think we're seeing these model runs handle our snowfall accumulations well whatsoever. So I think the biggest thing I'll be watching is to see how quickly our snow melts tomorrow. Because that's not really something I've been able to experience, is how quickly snow melts. Let's see here. Especially, well, we'll see what our temperatures look like tomorrow. So there's your snowfall that is expected. You can see they're expecting a big band of 4 to 6 inches of snow across this entire area here. I do think that could shift a lot more to the south. I definitely would not be betting on that staying so far north. I think we could see that shift possibly as far south as Durham, where we could see that band of 4 to 6 inches of snowfall set up. So this whole area here is where we're going to be looking at between 4 to 6 inches of snow, as well as some isolated areas up to 6, or rather isolated areas up to 7 inches of snowfall. Damascus, you're still looking at probably between about 4 to 6 inches of snowfall, with around 7 inches of snow also being a possibility. Isolated 7 inches of snow. Well, then there goes your dry air, Carson. See, that's what we need it to do. We need that first layer of snow that's making its way across Virginia, North Carolina now to break up that dry air. And then once our heavier bands come in later on tonight, they can just dump a bunch of snow later on tonight into the overnight hours. So this is kind of like our surprise dry air breaker here. Because we've got some dry air in the lower levels. I might be able to pull a sounding to kind of show you. Let's see here. Let's check. Also, our temperatures aren't really as cool as they need to be. Once your temperatures drop, that is what gets rid of a lot of your dry airs, once your temperatures drop. So once they drop towards 7, 8 o'clock tonight and they get into those 20s, that's when that heavy snow is going to begin. But see, right now we've got 16 dews, which is good, and then 30 temps. Those temperatures out here, just to your north, Carson, they're still a little bit too high. In order for us to see heavy snowfall with 16 dew points, we're going to need those temperatures to get back down into the 20s. See that little notch right there? That's what's doing it. Literally this tiny little notch right there. See that red bar? That red bar, see how it notches back over like that? That's what is keeping your snowfall up towards the just barely above the surface. That tiny little notch right there. If we can get rid of that, which we will get rid of that tonight. Then your red line would go down to like this, and then it would be, closer to 20 degrees once your red line gets to there or so. And so that's that right there, that little complete turn right there that puts your temperatures from, see right here, they're about probably, I'd say they're about 25 degrees right in this area that I just highlighted, and then they go ahead and they shoot back up to 30 right as you get towards the ground level. So that's literally, that tiniest little thing is what's stopping your snow out there in a good chunk of North Carolina and Southern Virginia. Yep, yours is overperforming up there towards St. Louis. Your risk is overperforming for snowfall. We've had some much heavier bands than originally expected up there. It was a little bit difficult. It was actually quite difficult to forecast how heavy those bands would be. So that's why, obviously the National Weather Service went more lenient with calling for 2 inches of snowfall. But, shoot, at least you're getting more, right? I'd much rather have them call for less and then end up getting more than the other way around. So, yeah, you can see out there in Greenville, South Carolina, where it has been snowing for what? It's been snowing for, that's about almost 2.5 hours now. Yeah, a little over 2 hours now in Greenville, and you can see they just now got up to a tenth of an inch of snow from your official National Weather Service. So that shows you. It's going to take a little while to drop that, but this snow being in our area is a really good sign of what's to come. And you can see the dry little pockets here that form every now and then. You can see them break through here. That one right there, I believe, is corruption, actually. That one right there, yeah, you can see the beam, see the radar beam. That is corruption right there going up towards Greensboro. So those are our two little bands of dry air pockets down to literally like the surface, like literally 50 millibars off the ground. I mean, it's not that high up by any means. I mean, it's like 950 millibars where that dry air is, which is just 50 millibars off the ground, like I said. And I think that's like about 200 feet up, and that's not far whatsoever. Oh, actually, I want to look up something. Give me just a moment. Oh, no, that's 1,800 feet up. My bad. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's probably stuck about 1,500 feet up. That seems right. That seems right. Let's see. I'm gonna go back over here. There we go. Let's see. Where is Nashville? There you go. So there's not been reports in your area, Legacy, so I don't know how much snow you have. If I had to guess, it was probably, you probably have like an inch and a half, 2 inches on the ground. I got just barely under 2 inches of snow. I highly doubt I'm getting snow right now. I extremely doubt it. Even though this reflectivity values, they're still pretty far from me. That line may be towards like Greensboro right now, but I mean, I bet Greensboro's barely getting snow from this. Winston's probably barely getting snow from this. So it's going to be another probably hour, maybe hour 30 before I actually see the first flakes out here. We're getting a new model run rendering in now. And of course, it continues with its same path of heavy snowfall totals. You can see here Right there, that's our heaviest band of snow. And this is actually shifted very far south. It's actually shifted very far south in terms of our heaviest band. It like the whole thing hasn't shifted south, just more of more snow further south. Let's see. Like overall, our temperatures might actually be cooler. Yeah, you can see here how that ice and mixed precip shifts more southeast. So this is our old model, new model. I'm still concerned about not getting a lot of snow out in my area. Very worrisome forecasting snow. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Connor, I don't even know where he is. He's in Wildersville, Tennessee. Let's figure out where that is. I'm guessing that's probably Western. Just based on the fact that he was in Oklahoma yesterday. Yep, that is indeed Western Tennessee. I won't get ice. I know that. I'm definitely not going to get ice. If I do get ice, it would be at the very end of this system at like 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. There's a near 0% chance of me getting ice. The atmosphere is not favorable for that. It's the surface temperatures we're struggling with. Which those currently, thankfully, those are already at freezing out here in Martinsville. But they are gonna rise a bit in the afternoon hours, and then they'll really start dropping after about 4. Lucky will get snow, but he's probably not getting it right now. Yep, we're gonna be tracking another winter storm. Probably around the 18th or so. In about a week. Like I said, we're gonna have a little break. We're gonna get some flurries in the central U.S. Sunday morning, but it won't be like a big system that will bring a snowstorm or something. Our next big storm will be towards the 18th or so. And then, like I said, we'll probably get another one too towards the end of January. The GFS has 3 snowstorms in 1 week. We get a big snowstorm on the 18th and 19th. We get another snowstorm on the 20th, 21st. We get another snowstorm on the 22nd, 23rd. And then we actually get another snowstorm on the 25th. So the GFS goes crazy for snow. We'll see what this snowstorm ends up doing in my area, but I don't know if I'm going to consider this a significant snowstorm. We'll see. At least for my neck of the woods. In my opinion, significant in my town, Virginia, my city here in Virginia, is 6+ inches of snow. You never know. It might overperform. If it does overperform, the reason for it would be cooler temperatures at the surface. That's going to be the number one factor out of this. So if you're cooler than 30 degrees, that is going to be your best chance for heavy snowfall. Which areas that are at or under 30 degrees now, generally in, I could pull up some observations real quick. Give me just a moment. I'm going to pull up current totals. Let's see. Pull up reports for snowfall as well as our temperatures. Okay, this should give us our site here. I don't think these are observed temperatures, though. Yeah, so temperatures are actually starting to climb. If you're north of Winston-Salem, temperatures are actually beginning to get above freezing. So we're starting to climb up in temperatures here. There was another site that was better for current temperatures, but I've lost it again. I found it literally this morning, and then I just didn't save it. Okay, it should be... Yep, there it is. This time, let me save it. There we go. I'll wait for it to load. I want to see my local weather station real quick. Yeah, it looks like I'm 2 degrees higher than what I was an hour ago, so that is not ideal. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. I'll see how long I stream today. I was planning for 4 hours. We'll just go with it, and if something pops up, I'll end up just heading off. But for now, we're definitely going to be staying here for hopefully a couple hours. I want to do some pretty good coverage today on this winter storm. It's moving out of Arkansas in a hurry. Our last band of snowfall is now getting east of Little Rock. It's currently over Little Rock, and it's starting to move east of Little Rock now. Your heaviest snowfall is definitely going to be right near that warm nose. So this is your warm nose. This is what's going to end up melting all of our snow out here in the southern U.S. So it's just north of that. That heaviest band would probably be somewhere in here. Where you've got that heaviest band of snowfall setting up. So near Memphis, all the way up to just barely south of Nashville, back towards Chattanooga in Tennessee, and then up towards northeastern Georgia. That's where your heaviest band of snowfall is currently located. And this band here that you see pushing across like Greensboro, all the way back down towards like near Fayetteville, that's going to be continuing very slowly to the northeast, and I mean very slowly. It doesn't have much forcing with it now. That low pressure is a little bit more west. A little bit more west than southwest than Chattanooga, Tennessee. So until that low pressure moves a bit quicker to the northeast, this is going to really stall out here. You can see how slowly it's been moving over the last hour. It was quickly moving. It was quickly moving earlier this morning. It was very quickly moving from Greenville, and then it rapidly filled in a bunch of snow and then moved rapidly to the northeast. And now it's going to slow down again, and then towards about 3 p.m. it should speed back up and continue over most of Virginia. Let's see. So there's going to be 2 big factors that we look for out here in North Carolina and Virginia. 1 is temperatures, and 2 is when we actually see the first flakes. So Carson already got his first flakes out there near Winston, south of Winston. So that's already a really, really good sign. That means that you're going to definitely end up towards the higher end of snowfall totals, probably near 5, maybe even pushing 6 out there. As long as nothing severely goes wrong. If we talk about something severely going wrong here, it would definitely be the dry air just not being worked out by cooling temperatures. So we got to hope for some cooler temperatures to make their way in. And that will happen eventually as the low pressure gets close to us. And then, of course, behind the low pressure system We're also going to have some cooler air, but then not Wednesday, rather Saturday, which is tomorrow, Saturday afternoon, as our low pressure leaves the U.S., we're going to start pulling in some warmer temperatures. Isn't that craziest? Isn't that like the craziest thing? One of our warmest days in the entire year so far is going to be tomorrow afternoon, the day after our snow system and snowstorm leaves the U.S. I believe North Carolina, Virginia is going to be like the only area that actually gets warm temperatures here. Western Kansas and most of Virginia and North Carolina are going to be into the 40s. And then, of course, you'll still have the far southern U.S. They'll still be in their 40s. But in terms of where snow has fallen, it's really only going to be in Virginia and North Carolina where our temperatures are up to the 40s. Also, they did increase the totals here for my area from, I think they were originally calling for 2 to 4. Then they moved it to, yeah, they were calling for 2 to 4. Then they moved it to 3 to 5. Now they've moved it to 4 to 6. So they've moved it up quite a lot over the last day since those warnings have been issued. Out here south of Winston, they say 2 to 4. But even then, I still think we're going to see higher amounts out there in and around Winston and Greensboro. This is our newest model run. Let's compare them. This is our model run. And now let's look at the official forecast. The official forecast definitely looks like it's a lot more north. A lot of heavier snowfall more north. Yeah, because you can see they have 5 inches of snowfall all the way up into Lynchburg, whereas the HRRR barely even has 3.5 out there. So they're pretty far north on their totals. That might be what ends up making our risk overperform significantly out here in Greensboro and Winston and pointing south, is the fact that they're forecasting those totals pretty far north. I think we could see those 5-inch totals go all the way down to possibly, not as far as Charlotte, that's way too far south, but possibly up to 5-inch snowfall totals, like right out here. That would be near like the Lincolnton area, Shelby, Boiling Springs as well. So I do think we could see up to 5-inch snowfall totals in this whole area here. Like I said, that could even go a little bit further south, closer to Durham as well. It's all going to come down to, on this southern line here, I'll circle it in red, right in here, it's all going to come down to just the positioning of your low pressure. If your low pressure is more south, that's going to increase your chance for snowfall. If it's more south, that increases your chance for cooler temperatures and overall gives you a better shot at seeing snow. Whereas if our low pressure is more north, up towards, say, central South Carolina, southeastern North Carolina, that's going to end up bringing mainly ice and freezing rain to most of central NC. Oops, not that. Yeah, right now, I mean, the National Weather Service, they're forecasting this whole area here. They're forecasting this entire area of North Carolina to be mixed precipitation to light snowfall. So they're not even forecasting, like, heavy snow as we go into Saturday morning. Very interesting. I do want to also check the WSSI really quick. Okay, yeah, they still have moderate impacts out for most of our main area here in terms of snow totals. They actually avoid me. This whole area is under moderate impacts. So I am like the only area here that's not under moderate impacts. Out to here from like Blacksburg, Roanoke down towards Martinsville. That one little area where we are still expecting 5 inches of snowfall, but we're not under moderate impacts. Moderate impacts, if you don't know what that is, basically just means that we could see damage to infrastructures, closures, disruptions could occur, and you should try to stay off the roads. And we could also see power outages too. Thankfully, though, this doesn't look like a big freezing rain event out here in Virginia, central North Carolina, so I don't think we'll see a lot of power outages. Roanoke, is Roanoke in a warning? Nope, Roanoke's not in a warning. 2 to 4 inches of snowfall. That's the thing. They're forecasting, like, what, 5 out here, right? Yeah, they're forecasting 4 to 5 inches of snowfall in and around Roanoke. But our best model run, which has handled this the best, obviously, shows 3. So I think there's a bit of uncertainty on that. And not only that, you got to remember, Roanoke is pretty dang far up there in the mountains in North... What is that? This is like central Virginia, right? Yeah, I consider this kind of northwestern Virginia, to be honest with you. You're quite far up there in the mountains, so your criteria, for a warning, maybe 6 inches of snowfall. You might not get under a warning until they say and call for 6 inches of snowfall. Whereas out here in Martinsville, if they're calling for 3 inches of snowfall, that warrants us to get a warning. So it vastly depends on where you live in terms of your what warrants you to get a warning. The higher you're up in elevation, the more snow you're going to need to warrant a warning. Do I have this muted? I do. Okay. Okay. What time do you think my snow will melt? It's going to be pretty early tomorrow, honestly. Models aren't the best at depicting when snow will melt, like how quick it will melt, but right now it looks like you'll be left with barely even a trace by about 4 p.m. tomorrow. So you're going to wake up, if you wake up about, let's see, this is 1 p.m., noon, 11, 10... Yeah, if you wake up about 10 a.m., you're going to have probably at least, at the minimum, you're going to have a minimum of 3.5 inches of snow on the ground. And then by the time you get to about 4 p.m., you're going to have barely even half an inch left. I don't know what he's doing today. I know he won't be available after 3 p.m. or right around 3 p.m. But before that, I have no clue. No model is really handling our area that well, Carson. I gotta be honest. I mean, it's really not. The HRRR says most of our region is only going to get about 2.5, 3 inches of actual accumulation. But you can easily tell that that's wrong because if we go over here to, say, Memphis... the HRRR says Memphis has about 5 inches of snow, whereas we have a report of 7 inches of snowfall just barely west of Memphis, Tennessee, into east central Arkansas. So, I mean, there's not really a model run I trust enough to be very confident in how quickly our snow will be able to melt. Models never handle east of the Appalachians well in any situation. You'll get the occasional verification of a model run, but it's rarely you'll have a model run that handles any event well. I think he just woke up, so he's probably eating right now and about to hop on his computer. Whether or not he wants to join when he gets on his computer, I don't know. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. It's greatly appreciated. The more likes we have, the more people will be able to reach. Um, like I said, I'm not too sure how long I'll be here. I was expecting this to be a little bit more heavier snowfall for the Nashville area. I think our snow rates are a bit lower. However, our event as a whole is still going to be long duration. So, even though it won't be as heavy snow as what we expected, just the overall fact that we're going to be seeing snow in Nashville until probably tomorrow morning. Let me see. Snow leaves Nashville. The heaviest band leaves Nashville about 11 o'clock tonight, but you still get light snow until about 2 a.m., 1 a.m. tomorrow morning. NAM, let's see. The NAM here. NAM's terrible, man. Carson, according to the NAM model, you are going to get about a tenth. Let's see. Okay, actually, I was in the wrong area. You're going to get about an inch of snow. Have fun, Carson. An inch of snow. That's just dead wrong. I can also tell you one main reason why it's dead wrong. It doesn't have any band of snow at all hitting us out here in Greensboro, North Carolina, or Martinsville, Virginia, until about 6 p.m. tonight. Like I said, we already have this big band here that may not be heavy snowfall. It may not even be reaching to the surface, but it is at least helping to work out some of that dry air in the entire Piedmont Triad, as well as into the foothills of Virginia. So we'll see how that continues to form out there in North Carolina and Virginia. See if it sticks around or ends up dissipating. And then we get our main band later on this evening. I swear, these snowfall, both of our snowstorm coverages, it's just like, I don't know. I just don't feel like we're able to achieve the hours that I'm wanting to, just simply because, like, the snowfall isn't as heavy as what we were originally expecting. Like, see, you can tell that it is decently heavy snow out here in central Tennessee, but it's not as heavy as what we were anticipating. We were anticipating DBZ of about 40. That's what our model runs yesterday were saying for this area. They were saying about 40 DBZ for Nashville, and we're at 23, 24. But, yeah, let's see. Connor is still... He's still traveling here. Is he going east or westbound? He's going eastbound, so he's going up towards central Tennessee. He's probably going to get pretty close to Legacy. Let's see. He should be somewhere here. Where are you at? He is near only Tennessee, the one and only Tennessee out here. It's literally only Tennessee. Only Tennessee. Yeah, he's heading up I-40 right now. Let me hear what he's talking about. Yeah, there's not really... I think that's what it really is, Ben. There's not really a lot of, like, analysis you can do. There's not really much analysis you can do on snow. Yeah, you could still see these dry air pockets that pop up every once in a while. That's what it's going to come down to out here in North Carolina and Virginia if we actually achieve our higher end snowfall totals. Most of our reports are focused back out here. You can see pretty much almost all the reports we've received today have been in this area here. We've received definitely quite a lot of reports in Tennessee and Alabama. about 2 hours ago, but over the last hour or so, there's been definitely a big lack of reports pretty much everywhere. You can see we get these little pockets here of reports every now and then, but not even close to what we were at earlier this morning. Earlier this morning, like, let me go all the way back here. Look at this. Earlier this morning, there were reports freaking everywhere, man. Look at it. We had reports everywhere this morning. That was at 14Z. So I think that's like 10 a.m. right around there. 9, 10 a.m. Eastern. Oh, there's Lucky. What did he say? Okay. I'm trying to see if I can get Lucky to join. He ain't going to join, though. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing Lucky. That's why I'm already feeling drained out. I'm missing Lucky. I gotta have someone to pick on. I gotta make fun of Lucky. He's not in the stream, so I can't. Is it sticking, Carson? Is it sticking outside? Is it on the grass yet? Should be. Where's my phone at? Should be getting close to getting some flakes out here. Hopefully. Hopefully gonna get some flakes here soon. But yeah, see, temperatures are gonna get up to 35 degrees. That's just... I don't know if that's gonna be able to cut it. The only reason why it might cut it is because the ground is really, really cold thanks to the overnight temps down into the fifth. We got down to like 15 degrees last night out here in Southern Virginia, which was not expected at all. And that might be what ends up saving our early event. Let's see. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna text my parents to keep an eye outside. Get them to look outside for me. I mean, yeah, you don't need freezing temperatures for it to snow. It depends. A lot happens in the upper atmosphere, a lot more than you may think, in terms of your temperatures. So, for instance, in order for it to snow at like 35 degrees at the surface, that's not the hardest thing to achieve by any means. If you have temperatures from the 950 millibar level all the way up to the 500 millibar level at, say, 25 degrees, then by the time you get to those last 1,000 feet, the last 1,000 feet of the atmosphere, as it goes down into the surface, the snow won't have enough time to melt, and then therefore it just falls as snow. But it won't stick at all. You know, once it hits the ground, it's gone. It's done. That's why you've seen snow, especially if you're in the Northeast. I'm sure you've seen snow around 40 degrees before. Because it can easily be, like I said, it could easily be well below freezing in the upper levels, mid levels, and then the lower levels. And then right near the surface, it's still 40 degrees and it just doesn't have enough time to melt. And then, like I said, once it hits the surface, it will. I wish I had some instability. I'm out here in Southern Virginia with, 30 knot 30 knot mid-level jet here, lower level jet around 25. Best severe weather setup I've had all year right there. Actually got some wind shear. I'm already ready for tornado season. I'm already right back ready for it. I'm sick of winter. I love the snow, and I'm really glad I'm getting snow this year, but oh my goodness, I'm already done. It's too long duration. It's like we talk about this pattern for 2 weeks that's going to cause snow. Then a week out, we talk about the snowstorm. Then 5 days out, we talk about impacts. 2 days out, we talk about actual snow. And then over 48 hours or so, you're stuck looking at blue stuff across most of the U.S. on radar. So, as much as I love it, I also hate it. I mean, this is already our second big winter storm, and we're gonna. There's a very high chance we deal with another two major winter storms this month. We'll probably have a major snowstorm on the 19th, and then the one on the 21st looks like barely a snowstorm, and then probably a major one around the 23rd. There's a really good chance we see two more major winter storms here, and they'll probably be almost back to back. And then, of course, towards the end of January, there's a small chance we end up with another major snowstorm. It's too far out to say it's a good chance. Good morning, Lucky. Oh, there he is. Time for you to wake up.
What's up, chat? I've been up. I've been doing. Well, I joined in. I joined in a little bit earlier. I seen Ben. What did he say? He said. What did he say?
Oh, I gotta turn you back up. You're down to. I forgot. I demoted Lucky last night because he was so loud.
I was annoying people on Roblox with a voice changer. But what was it? It was I think he said I think he said, is Lucky gonna join us? And I think he said, I wonder what Lucky does in his free time.
Yep, that is what he said. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So to answer your question, Ben, your boy over here was doing karaoke by himself for no reason. I
And
was
that is
bored.
why he decided not to join stream. So whenever
Yeah,
he says I'm
I was-
busy and he can't live stream, he's actually just singing and playing Roblox.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. I do not want to stream today
I honestly can't blame him. I really can't.
because today is just Lucky gets hopefully snow, but if Lucky streams, it's gonna say Lucky we do not love you, so we're just gonna end just for you.
There's a
And
band getting pretty close to you.
Dude, some dry air is gonna get like.
Oh yeah, it's
into
all
the-
dry air.
Yeah, it's
There's
gonna get.
there's dry air all at the surface, but this band is working out that dry air, and that's what we need.
That would bring snowfall totals up even more, right?
It's gonna make the atmosphere be able to produce heavy snow tonight.
Oh.
So we need this band to get through. Like I said, even if it doesn't drop snow over the entire state of North Carolina or Virginia, or it doesn't drop a single flurry anywhere, it's still moistening up the atmosphere and cooling down temperatures. Because it's getting, obviously it brings clouds, which prevents daytime heating.
Where's Connor at?
He is on I-40 going northeast, southwest of Nashville, Tennessee.
Dang, wasn't he just in Oklahoma last night?
Yeah.
Dang, bro. Bro was hauling.
I mean, last night was like 18 hours ago.
Yeah, you are right.
It depends on what last night you're talking about, but he was moving east all night following the storm.
Ah.
I don't even know if he got any sleep.
Bro's
I
been
wouldn't be
driving for 18
surprised.
hours, bro.
I really wouldn't be surprised. Your snow probably won't stop until tomorrow morning, probably around 5 a.m. proxy, but there is a chance that it gets stuck on the mountains and then you get snow throughout a good chunk of tomorrow morning as well.
You said is Weed Whacker in here? The Weed Whacker's in here?
The Weed Whacker, he was live. I don't know if he's still live. I don't believe he chased this eastward.
I thought Ben said in here. I thought this dude found you.
Bro, never. I mean, he does follow me on Twitter, so he knows I exist. There's
You're all right.
that.
Congrats to TRG. Lucky could never do that. But yet again, this dude posts consistently on Twitter. Who who knew Twitch?
Oh,
Not
here's a
Twitch.
smart dude. This guy's really
Twitter.
smart. And he said, I could certainly see the triad area of North Carolina overperform with this winter storm.
Oh, that'd be so great.
He just
I still
said,
gotta
we
work tomorrow.
need cold air. More cold air. It's what we
All right.
need.
All right. Is that cold enough?
I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go buy like 30 fans from Walmart. Start cooling down the atmosphere myself. I did it
Love
with
that.
on a severe weather threat. I took my gardening hose and I started watering the atmosphere. It worked
Bro,
pretty
no,
well because I
dude,
almost got a tornado that day. Now to think of it, that was the day I went
dude,
to South Boston. Lucky, and there was a
this
tornado
dude
over there.
actually did that. I could confirm he actually
I
did that.
posted it to Twitter too.
Wait, oh my, do you remember the day?
That's right, y'all.
I need to see that.
I'm manipulating the weather and I'm controlling the weather with my gardening hose and my 30 fans from Walmart.
Do you know? Do you remember? What day it was?
No.
Oh
Harp,
man, dude, I would love to
bro.
see you with just a hose in your hand, saying, "All right, hey y'all, TRG here, watering my plants. I mean the atmosphere. I know watering the atmosphere. I mean plants.
There's a
Uh,
little tiny there's scattered precip in Texas right now. I think it's actually snowing near Greenville, Texas.
imagine.
It's just far disconnected from the system.
Like how does that even happen, bro? How does it? Like I don't know, bro. Wait, so am I supposed to get still a lot of ice? I mean,
I think the main ice will be to your south.
oh, good. Yeah, actually, no. That. Oh, yeah. Yep. Wonderful, bro. I still gotta go to work tomorrow then.
Yeah, lucky you live like what, 2 minutes away from your workplace. I think you're gonna be able to go there regardless.
I'm going for. I'm pretty sure I'm going to my grandma's house tonight. I'm pretty sure. So that's like 10 minutes away instead of 2 or 5.
Watch bro get
This is double time.
stuck. Get snowed
It's gonna
in.
happen. I'm gonna back into the driveway, so all I gotta do is just go straight.
Yeah, that's something you can't do.
Bro,
Dang. Lucky, how do you feel with Atlanta getting more snow than you this season?
you said what?
Yeah, Atlanta picked up on about 5-6 inches.
Who, me? Nope, not me.
You're in Atlanta, Georgia? Wow, Lucky. Wow, you really learned teleportation, didn't you?
Yep.
Dude, this dude.
Yeah, they got what? What about it? How do I feel?
What is your brain comprehension, Lucky? Never mind, y'all. I don't miss this guy. He can go. I enjoyed the peace and quiet. I think we need to get rid of him.
All right. All right, the TRG man. I am going to, therefore, leave.
Bye.
You really want me to? Okay. I mean,
A lot of
it's up
snow
to you.
here. It is turning over to rain for you now, pretty sure. Or maybe freezing rain. I forgot exactly where you are. I know you're south of Florence. Oh, there you are. Yeah, this is where you are. Yeah, it's rain right now, and then it's gonna turn into freezing rain in about 40 minutes, and then maybe some ice behind it, or rather, some snow behind that. And we're getting the 18 triple R, but I honestly don't think that's gonna be very accurate. I really don't see that being an accurate model run. I forgot when the National Weather Service updates their whatchamacallit, their product. Snowfall forecast. Oh, they just updated it right now. They have. I don't really know what they've done with the snow totals. They look generally the same to me. So we'll just say they kept them the same. Apparently, the high-end amount is 4 inches of snow. The biggest change, I just saw it actually. The biggest change is increasing Greensboro. They've increased Greensboro up to 3 inches of snow, with the higher end chance being 4. Let's see if they changed anything for Lucky.
The probability of me getting 2 inches of snow is
Yeah, they're forecasting 2 inches of snow for you still.
a 30% chance. The probability of me getting 4 inches,
5.
0.
Oh.
All right, now let's go to ice. The chances of me getting a 100th of an inch of ice
Jeez,
is
what's that? 1 pellet?
yeah 0.001. Oh no, 0.01 is a let me see, where's that at? Okay, wait.
It's probably rain
60%.
now, Ben. It's
The
probably
chances of
turned
me
into
getting
rain.
the chances of me getting a tenth of an inch is actually 5%.
Because you can see that primary warm sector, or primary warm nose rather. It's right here, so that's pushing northeast like this. It's probably don't push too far northeast, or it's going to get all the way up here to North Carolina and Virginia. The good news is, though, once it turns, once we start getting past peak heating, which is like literally 2 p.m., that's like now, the temperatures are going to start cooling off, so we shouldn't have much rain into our winter storm warnings in North Carolina, with the exception of southeastern NC. The only area that will probably get all rain from this is like Jacksonville, Wilmington, North Carolina. Main thing to keep an eye on, Lucky, is temperatures. We really, really want to be into the 20s around 7 o'clock.
Well, let me see what my local. Actually, not my local. My local weather app. Yeah, we'll do that. It's gonna be 32, right at freezing. And 8 p.m. is gonna get to 30, 9, 29, 10, 29, 29, 29, 29, 29, 29, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 32, 35, 38.
Are you
Yep.
telling me a combination or something? What are you saying here?
The temperatures throughout the whole night. It said it's gonna get to 29 the whole night.
Oh, wow. So it just stays a single degree the entire night?
Apparently, yeah.
Mine says 27 for 7 o'clock.
For you.
Yeah. Mine says 27 for 7 o'clock.
Does
Hello,
it have you saying
that's what I
27 for the whole
said.
night? Does it have you saying Does it
What?
have you staying at? Does it have you staying in the 27-degree mark the whole
No,
night?
I get down to 25, 24. Tomorrow I'm very worried though, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get up into the 40s. Any snow that we get will be gone tomorrow afternoon. If we get to 40. And then most snow will be gone Sunday, because we're going to be getting up into the mid 40s. And then Monday we could get into the 50s. And then Tuesday we're back down to 30. Wednesday back down to 30. Thursday back down to 35. And then Lord have mercy, we could get into the teens. It got down to 15 degrees last night here. I was up when it turned to 15 degrees. I looked at my app. I should have checked the weather station. Let's see if it has archive real quick. Station dashboard. Observed temperatures. It does. The observed temperature low yesterday was 15 degrees at 4:15 a.m. I was not up at that time. I was up, what, 2? Yeah, right around 2 it dropped to 15 in my area. And then it also dropped to 15 at 4. Ah, dude. Our dew points are getting too low. What we need to do is we need to have those dew points climb a little bit more into like 10 dew points, and then get the temperatures to drop down into the 20s.
Tier D.
Which that looks like it will happen probably about 6. We'll get to 26 temps and 20-degree dews. That would be great. Random guy, I'm thinking I'm probably gonna get 4 inches. I think that's the most likely case. What do you want, Lucky?
Can you mute me so I
Why?
can show you something?
What do you want? You muted. Bro. Go ahead. That's crazy. Yeah, we already knew that, Lucky. That's why we watch them, because they're good. 18Z is coming in significantly more aggressive. And I don't know why. Like, literally, it's already getting totals up to 4 inches of snowfall by 8 p.m. tonight. Why is it coming in so aggressive? That is very aggressive. Oh no, it gives Lucky a lot of freezing rain. Oh, and then it turns him right back over to snow. You're gonna be flip-flopping, Lucky. You're gonna get an hour of snow, hour of freezing rain, and rinse and repeat 20 times throughout the night. Let's see. We'll see what the rest of this 18Z model run has here. And then I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I honestly think I'm gonna call it at 2 hours in, because I want to go get ready for a chase later on tonight, and probably I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to stream it, but I do want to go out into snow. Oops. Also, a big difference between today and yesterday in terms of entertainment wise for this is Virginia has possibly some of the worst cameras. I think I'm trying to think of the state with the worst cameras. It might be Virginia. Let's go look at Lucky's cameras. I'm trying to see really quick. Oh, there's still snow all around Martinsville. I barely have snow outside, but I'm looking at our traffic cameras right now, and there's snow all around it. I'm gonna go see. Maybe Virginia is actually not that bad. We don't have a lot of cameras, but our cameras are actually pretty good quality. I think I was thinking of NC. Yeah, it's NC because NC doesn't have live cameras. That's why. I knew it was one it was either Virginia, North Carolina, or South Carolina. There's one, 2, or 3. One of them. I just couldn't think of them. I don't want to see road closures. I just want to see cameras. Let's see if I can find Lucky's house on this camera. Yeah, it literally says that yours are not, they're not videos. You're lucky. Have fun with your terrible traffic cameras. I gotta find the link again. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna send it right now. There you go. Man, 18Z is so much more aggressive. Almost up to 6.5 inches of snow. It still has 2 more frames left. No, there's the whole state's covered in cameras. You haven't turned on the cameras, Lucky. The hottest it's gotten this entire year was on the first day of this year. 47 degrees in my area. As hot as we've gotten so far. This is also being aggressive for you too, Lucky. 3.5, almost 4 inches of snow for you on the new model. I don't trust 18Z. I'll wait for 19Z, and I think 19Z is going to be more accurate. It's still the same for you, Proxy. You're still looking at the same totals. It can't get too much more aggressive for your area because of the atmosphere's limitation with this system. It's not the best setup for heavy snow. I would be shocked if anywhere in North Carolina or Virginia got more than 7 inches of snow, with the exception of Southwest NC. I could see far southwestern North Carolina in the higher elevations getting 7+ inches of snow, but anywhere else in Virginia or North Carolina, I would be pretty surprised. Connor's still in a winter wonderland. He's north of Liberty Hill in Tennessee. How much snow am I going to get? I already said that, random guy. I'm going to get right around probably 4 or 5 inches. I'm going to go back to newest frame here. So, newest reports near Nashville. There's a report southwest of Nashville for 3 inches of snowfall. Report near Hopkinsville is going to be near 2 inches. Is this Centerville? Central City, rather. You're going to see 2.5 inches of snowfall so far. Back up into Illinois, we've actually gotten a report of 2.1 inches of snow in Bloomington. Caleb has been in here, and apparently his city got about an inch, maybe up to 2 inches of snow. Also, 2 inches of snow reported here northeast of Princeville, Illinois. Indiana, the whole state of Indiana doesn't have a single report right now. Our newest report was out here in Evansville of 2 inches of snow, and that was around an hour, and that was about around an hour ago. Yeah. That is 18 UTC. Is that an hour ago or 2 hours? Yeah, that's an hour, like literally hour 2 minutes. Southeastern Tennessee near Cleveland, we've got about 3.5 inches of snowfall so far. Just traces of reports here in North Carolina, Virginia, and South Carolina. Not really anything over an inch of snow just yet. Out here in Martinsville, we're just being TRG domed over here. Look at this. We've had snow go literally almost all the way around my whole city here. I've had snow to my west, south, east, and not north. So almost in all directions around my city. See if we're getting... I'm going to go look on MPing. See if we're getting any reports of snow. Alright, let's see here. Oh, this is such a terrible map. We need a good imping map. Radar scope's the only one that has a good imping map. Actually, I have radar scope on here. Imping reports. There you go. There's all your imping reports of snow. You can see the majority of our imping reports here are right inside that batch of heavier snow. So this here, this is probably more of your, more of some dry air towards the surface that's not allowing for this lighter DBZ to actually fall into these cities and towns here. You can see we are getting like 1-2 reports here, but most of this area has no imping reports right now. The heaviest of snow is right in those higher DBZ colors here, which spreads from near Ashboro through a good chunk of Greensboro, all of Winston-Salem up towards Mount Airy, back up towards Galax, into southwestern Virginia, and then back down towards Mount Airy again, and then all the way back down towards High Point, Ashboro. And then these are probably mainly old reports out here all around Charlotte. That is a lot of imping reports there. Hi. Finally. Even though... Didn't even know Lucky left. He just randomly said hello.
Oh.
So that's where our primary imping reports are right now, actually over Greensboro and Charlotte. Those two areas. Also some more imping reports out here in like Cincinnati. Still imping reports in Indianapolis. Remember, these are imping, so they don't specify your totals of snow. That's why we don't use it too often, but I did want to get an idea of if people are reporting seeing snow out here. And like I said, it seems like the majority of our reports are going to be in that green DBZ here, which is, I think, above 15 to 20. Whereas this, like I said, it's probably getting stuck towards the surface. So like we had with our sounding, basically, say this is 1,000 millibars, aka ground level, 500 millibars, aka 18,000 feet up, and then you've got your 250 millibars, which is probably about 25,000, maybe a little bit more feet up than that. And so it falls as snow, it keeps falling as snow, and then right towards the surface, literally in the last 50 millibars, the last 1,800 or so feet before the surface, so that would be, for instance, say like right here, that's when your temperatures turn into about 32, 33 degrees. And once that happens, your snow just evaporates. It doesn't fully fall as rain because it doesn't have enough time to actually change into rain. It's in that process of changing from snow to rain, so it could fall as maybe sleet, or it just completely evaporates and you don't even see any precipitation at all. Hello, Caleb. Goodbye, Caleb. I probably won't be live. I don't know if you're still here, but just a heads up, I probably won't be live for the 4 hours today because I'm going to see snow earlier, so I want to get ready to chase earlier. What is that report? Winter damage. Frozen or burst water pipes. Ah, I don't think I've seen that imping before. They've added a lot more new impings, like what Lucky discovered the other day, which was like school closures and delays. I mean, he joined for literally less than a minute. He said hello for 2 minutes, but it was actually 1 minute. He said snow's ending in his area. Let's see. Yeah, there's still that's a pretty heavy band of snow still. This is all snow across Illinois here, so spreading all the way from where Caleb is near Peoria, all the way down to pretty much very close to St. Louis, Missouri, and then back up towards where Girl Dev is out here in southwestern Indiana. Still a pretty heavy band there. Whereas out here in like Virginia, we've just got this one band that's heavy. Lucky. This is Wi-Fi. Oh, no, he's just muted. You're muted on Discord. I don't know if you're here. He's not. Wakey,
I'm back.
wakey.
Hello?
Oh, he's here. I was just about to text you.
Hello?
I was, can you hear me?
Hello?
That's a no.
Not again, bro.
This dude's Wi-Fi is trash. Hi. Look in DMs. I muted you on stream because you decided to scream every 5 minutes. Answer the call on Discord. Do you know what we're calling on, Lucky? He's already gone. We're already on Discord. This dude, I swear, he's got less than half a brain cell now. No, you're just talking. You guys won't be able to hear him. Hello, Catman. I know, you got 7 inches of snowfall. You can stop flexing now. Okay, there we go. It's still really far. It's in Pittsburgh. Yeah. It is gonna push eastward. It should push eastward quickly, but no promises. It should be snowing outside. It might have snow outside. I'm gonna take a peep out the window. Nope, not making it to the surface yet. Exactly that case that I was talking to you guys about. Plus, we're a little bit warmer than we're at like 34 degrees now here in Martinsville. So we're gonna need like this batch right here. It can't be this lighter kind of grayish color here. This is all gonna evaporate right before the surface because, like I said, right at the last 50 millibars, 1,800 feet, just before the surface, there's that little kink of warmer temperatures that's gonna stop. It's gonna stop precip from falling and evaporate it. So we need it to be a little bit heavier. It can't be tiny little flurries. So we're gonna need to wait like I'd say 15-ish minutes, and then this is gonna come up to me, and I'll probably start getting some snow. Second. That was part of the winter storm, Lucky. Yeah, it was. And then the day after, I got put in winter storm warnings. Yeah. It's still part of the system. It was part of the overall jet stream in the system. No. Yeah, it wasn't. It was the same day. Hello, Haley. I won't get snow. I will only get a trace. Wait. Catman, what you mean? I don't think this dude knows. Who's gonna tell him? You're muted, Lucky. You don't get that privilege. I like how that band just dissipated right there, right near my house. Look at this. This is a good old TRG dome right here. Look at that. Yeah, see, that's going to be the band right there. Right here. Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. Catman, shut up. That's the most you've gotten in freaking 14 years, buddy. It's been 2011 was the last time you got that much snow. This dude's over here flexing his 7 inches of snowfall over here, and he forgets that Arkansas picked up on a good old 14.5. All right, definitely getting reports of snow flying in Greensboro. Okay. I'll mute real quick on Discord. There we go. Carson. Yeah, so we'll just wait to see this band get up to my area. I'll see if I get some snow out of it. Go back over towards Nashville again. I'm assuming most of this is probably snow, if not all of it. Let's see what radar scope thinks. Yeah, it does think it's mostly snow. Hi. Oh no, let me look at it. I actually haven't even tried. Alright, yeah, I see it. We'll close the radar scope. Connor is going through a very, very, very heavy batch of snow right now. It is whiteout conditions where he is. He's got to be like somewhere in here. Let me see if I can find him. Yep. Tennessee. Yep. He is indeed. He's barely southwest of Nashville. Yeah, it's southwest. You might want to change that, Lucky. Just remember that these winter storm warnings and also your winter weather advisors will be canceled probably soon. Like, especially this one that says 10 hours, wherever that was. Yeah, 10 hours left. Those will be canceled quite earlier. Because this is our last band of snow. So once you get behind that band, you are done with snow from this winter storm. And most likely a while after that, you'll actually start seeing those warnings expire. We've got a big slot of dry air that is sitting over eastern Kentucky. That is going to demolish your snowfall totals. Look at that. East and central Kentucky. Let's see what Lucky's. It looks like clear skies, but that's that's snow. You can actually see the difference in the sky way further west. Yeah, this. Yeah, I was about to say that's turning the wrong way. I could tell because it was getting brighter. Yeah, right there. I can see it. If you want. Is it windy? Dude. Norfolk, let's see really. I'll look really quick. 2 to 4 inches of snowfall is expected. Yeah. Well, they say 2 to 3, but you could actually get up to 4. All right. What? Dude. This is the heavy band right here, this green precip. That's actually the heavy band. That's getting closer to me. If I don't see flakes with that, I'm in trouble. Ever? Really? Chipotle? That's what you choose, Connor? Cool. I've never tried Chipotle, so I can't say if that's a bad choice or not. Hold on. Hold on. Keep it right there, Lucky. There you go. That's crazy. I know. That's why I made you go outside and not me. I told Lucky to go outside and look for snow while I stay here because I wasn't going outside. Hi, Lucky. Boy, get back inside. Dude. Yeah, we're gonna see it's gonna be a very cold middle and end of January for probably almost all the US. Especially especially after the 16th of January. From like the 16th to at least the 25th of January, it looks freezing in almost all the US. Dude. Yep. Yep. I wouldn't go over. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. It sure is. I know it sounds like I'm talking to myself, Lucky, but it sounds like I'm talking to myself, but I'm actually talking to Lucky. So just ignore me. Dude. Okay. Connor is currently getting Chipotle right now. Dude got hungry. Some massive flakes out there in Nashville. Yeah, I don't think that's getting you, Legacy. It's in Southwest Nashville. There are some massive flakes here. Not as big of flakes as what I saw though with the other winter storm. I'll say that because mine were I mean it was crazy. Connor might be getting uh close to as largest flakes as I had. He got his Chipotle. I would think if you're chasing the two main areas to avoid eating at is Chipotle and Taco Bell. Taco Bell's probably number one to avoid eating when chasing, avoid eating at Taco Bell and Chipotle. Yeah, but there's another reason on why. Exactly. Think lucky. Come on. Yeah, you're on like 20%, dude. You better get inside. Open up window. I see no snow. I still see the snow left over from the other winter storm. We still have snow on the ground out here in Virginia. Yeah, I would not eat Chipotle or Taco Bell if I was chasing. That might just be me though. Oh my goodness, Connor, you're doomed. He is making me hungry though. That does look good. I don't know what that was because I don't have audio on. Dude, that thing's dropped like. Actually, I'm not gonna say it. When are you going? Yeah. Don't say 3 o'clock. Okay. Like he said, he's gonna go at 3:01, so I'll have at least 2 seconds to talk to him after stream. You are. Okay. I So like I said, y'all, I'm gonna probably conclude a little early, quite early. Half of the stream I was hoping for because this snow has arrived early. I wasn't expecting the snow to get to my area until 7, 8 o'clock tonight, but looks like it's gonna be well over me in about 20 minutes. So there is definitely a chance I live stream it. I just don't know how I would live stream it well. I'm not too sure how I would be able to stream it. Like in high quality. I really need to get a better phone stand because the one I have, it blocks the camera. I'm down 1 bottle of water. I think these are 20 ounces. I just smacked my mic. I apologize. Nope, they're 16. They seem bigger than the other ones I normally have. All right, let me see what we have to go over. I really don't think there's much more to go over this coverage. I mean, like I said, the bands just aren't as heavy as what I thought. We only really have one heavy band, and it's over Nashville. There might be one. Yeah, there is also another one stuck on the mountains. So there's two heavy bands that we are keeping an eye on. There's one here over Knoxville, and then one literally right over Nashville. But now all of this is going to traverse the Appalachians and slam into North Carolina and Southern Virginia. So I'm gonna go make sure everything's ready around the house so we don't end up getting a pipe busting or something. The first snow in 1,090 days ever since January 16th in 2022. So almost 3 years ago, has been recorded in the National Weather Service GSP, which is Greenville, South Carolina. Wow. The most snow in almost 3 years because they haven't seen snow. So that is crazy. That shows you how low latitudes this has actually gotten. Greenville has not seen a trace of snow, which is 0.1 inches, in over. I mean, it's like what 2 years and 350 some days. A very long time, almost 3 years. Well, Catman, speaking of 2021, I have been doing a lot of research on our tornado season, and I do think we will end up with a tornado season like 2021. I think we will be significantly lower in tornado counts than last year. I don't think we will see even nearly as active of a tornado season as last year. Last year is going to be almost impossible to top. He's probably putting down salt legacy. It's you know those little fertilizer machines. I'm guessing that's what he has, and he probably instead of fertilizer, he put salt in it, and he's salting the sidewalks. That would be my guess. One reason is La Nina, but that's just one of the many reasons. I'll do a forecast in either late February or early March. I wonder if it. Wait, I didn't even look. Was it actually a mower? No, it is one of those fertilizer things I was just talking about. And I'm assuming he has salt in it, because why would you fertilize a sidewalk? That's what I did last year, Catman, early March. That's normally not normally when I do it, but that is when I did it last year. So I guess we'll make that normal. We'll just try to aim for early March. And then hurricane season's probably going to be relatively active. I know it's early call for hurricane season, but normally by the time we get into January, we can already start looking at preliminary forecasts for hurricane season, just not actually like, you know, properly trying to forecast it. You can look at preliminary data, see generally what patterns you're going into, and then try to recognize how active it will be. And then by the time you get into March, it gets clear, June clear, and then July, finally June, July, that's when it's very clear on your most likely case for hurricane season. Last year had such a early start and then ended up being a very late start. 2024 was easily the most memorable weather year since 2011, and it's not even close, in my opinion at least. According to statistics, it does technically secede. It had surpassed 2011 statistically, but in my mind, 2011, you know, because of the super outbreak, I don't think it did. I think the day that had the most tornadoes in 2024, what was it? I would probably say April 26th, but I don't know for sure. Let's see here. Or maybe it was from I wonder if it was from a hurricane. I feel like it was April 26th. There's no official count here, so I'd have to go look through every last day and see which one's the highest tornado count. But I'm pretty confident it's going to be April 26th. Close out all that. All right, 18Z is fully rendered in for the entire event here, and it shows a top of 6.5 inches of snowfall just northwest of Greensboro, North Carolina. And it also shows Lucky getting almost 5 inches of snow. Dude. I don't know exactly what went crazy with the 18Z, but it did go crazy. I'm going to wait for 19Z data to render in, but I won't be live for that most likely. We're going to conclude in 14 minutes. I know it's early, but I've got stuff I want to do before this snow really starts getting in here into Virginia and North Carolina. I got to help get my family prepared. My parents are going to need help preparing for this winter storm because like I said, we're very much delicate when it comes to weather. Like I said, even just a moderate rain shower could knock us out of power. Yeah, your snow might have actually started up briefly, Legacy, but most likely it's fully stopped now. It should start up again eventually. That was water bottle. Still no snow. If it is, it's tiny little flakes. Knocked over my bottle of water. Let's see here. Freezing rain accumulation. Yeah, our let me go over here. We might have a ice storm in North Carolina overnight here, all the way from about this region back down through Raleigh, all the way south of Charlotte or near, maybe even in Charlotte, and then back out towards Atlanta, north of Atlanta. So this whole area here, it looks like we have a good chance of seeing widespread quarter-inch of snow. Or not snow, quarter-inch of ice. Quarter-inch of ice, freezing rain. Let me go see the temperatures for my area now. Let's see. There we go. 32.4. That should be enough for snow. Well, this is inaccurate. This weather station is predicting an inch of snow. Highly doubt that. I would be very much upset if I get just an inch of snow. I really want more than 2 inches of snow. If I don't get more than 2 inches of snow, I'm never forecasting a winter storm in my area ever again. So it better happen. Because this one I've gotten my hopes up. I have gotten my hopes up for this one because I've been forecasting snow possible for like what? It hasn't been too long. I think it's only been like 5 days. I'm going to be honest, I did not see this really far. Like, yes, we were talking about the pattern 10, 15 days out, but actually getting possible snow in my area, I really didn't see that until like 5 days out. You still got more snow left, Legacy. You're not done. The end of your storm is still all the way out here and not even getting into Jonesboro yet. So you still have this whole section of your storm to go. How much of that actually hits you and drops a lot of snow, I'm not too sure. Let me check the newest model data. I'd say what you have now on top of probably another 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. So say you have like you probably have, I guess would be like 2 inches of snowfall. You're probably gonna end up with like 4, maybe 5. What was their forecast calling for? 1 to 3 actually. Wow. That's low. That's low. That forecast really downgraded, huh? It overperformed in a lot of areas, but I think central Tennessee is going to be left out on this. Like right in here. Just barely, probably barely south of Nashville. Right in this area. I think this region here is going to be left out on quite a lot of, maybe even a bit more east than that. This whole region here going to be left out on those overperforming snow totals. You still could get the lower side, but in terms of an overperforming event where, we're seeing 5 inches of snowfall or so, I think that's become a little bit less likely. Because we're getting a lot of these little pockets of snow that just well, that is a lot of text. Like you just spam texted me and I just saw it. Right in time, right when I looked at my pings. Oh, Lucky wants me to pull this up. All right, well, if you guys have any last minute questions, go ahead and put them in the live chat. I know we're going to conclude early, but like I said, I want to go get stuff prepared for this winter storm. It has decided to arrive a little bit earlier. I also want to chase it tonight, so I want to make sure my car ain't going to break down on me when I go out. But I'm not going to be chasing once it gets heavy because that would be dumb. I'm not an experienced winter storm person. So when it gets heavy, you can bet I'm turning around and going home. No, your snow is done, Haley. Pretty sure. I could check. Yeah, you're done for sure. How much did you end up with? I saw a lot of reports. I swear I saw some for up to 7 near Kansas City. Or maybe that was Butler, where I almost saw 7 inches of snow. It was somewhere around this region. You probably got like 3. It's not really moving quicker. Not really, no. Not really quicker than what we expected. If we go to yesterday's forecast, 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m. We were expecting snow to start exiting southwestern Tennessee at 6 p.m. Now we're expecting it to exit southwestern Tennessee at 5 p.m. So it is definitely moving a little quicker. I take that back. You're right. It is moving a bit quicker. I don't think that will affect snow totals too much in North Carolina and Virginia, but that's definitely affecting snow totals significantly in central Tennessee. Well, Connor's going north of Nashville now. He's on Interstate 2445. I guess this is both interstates. It's a mixture of both. He's going northbound. He's probably heading home, now that I think about it. He's probably heading home because he's just going to drive through all of this winter storm conditions all the way until he gets into north central Indiana. And then once he gets up there, it drops back down to just normal winter weather advisories and then lesser snow. All right, we're going to go ahead and start concluding here. Like I said, I apologize for it being a bit of a quicker live stream, but just not as heavy snowfall as I was expecting, to be honest with you. It's not even close to as heavy as what I thought it would be. And snow is starting to arrive earlier here in Martinsville. I'm going to look out my window, see if it's snowing. Yep, we got snow. It is. Oh, wow. It's starting to already pour down over here. Light flakes flooding down outside. Definitely starting to get some snow now out here in Virginia. I'm going to go get some preparations finished and chase this thing later on this evening. So that will be it. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate Mods from On Chat. I appreciate everybody for being here. I'm going to go ahead and conclude this coverage. I will see you guys. I don't know. I'll see you when I see you. I don't know. I don't even know when I'll end up live streaming or making a video next, but it will definitely be at least something Monday, Tuesday, one of those days. I might take the weekend off. I'm not too sure, honestly. I'll just see what I'm doing. I'll keep you guys updated in the community post tab, and whenever I do a video or a live stream, I'll notify y'all earlier. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in once again. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope you get all the snow you're wanting, and make sure you're staying safe out there, staying off the roads if you're in those winter stormed areas. You don't want to be driving out, especially in heavier snowfall. So just stay safe out there and watch the snowfall. See you guys later. Goodbye. Pete, you didn't want to say that a little bit sooner? Thank you for telling me. A little late, though. I'll see you guys later.